And we're back to learning Photoshop in the year day 283. Let me show you how I can use AI to remove objects. I'll press Ctrl J here to copy the original, and then I use, for example, the lasso tool. Just use any selection tool that you want. I'm on the second mode for adding, and then I can also add additional elements right here, for example, the shadow. Then right click outside of your canvas, show contextual text bar. Make sure that you're on the top layer, and then simply use remove. It usually does a good job, and it doesn't even cost you any of these generative credits. It's a bit different from generative fill, as you don't have 3 different results, so you will not find an option here to switch. So whenever that doesn't work properly, you simply have to do it again. Or when you make your selection, for example this part, make sure that you are on the layer, so not the new remove layer, because this is empty right there at the bottom. You have to be on the layer where you want to remove it, and then do it again. And you can see it wasn't perfect, so I would actually run this again if it was a real project, but this is a principle. So always make your selections and then simply let it run. And I copy the original. It's kind of like a habit of mine, so that I have it as a backup just in case something doesn't work out. I'm gonna switch to this one, and we're gonna remove something that's a little bit bigger. Let's say the person on the left. It's the same principle. We use the lasso tool, make a rough selection, and then we simply use remove in a contextual text bar. That's actually a pretty good result. Let me show you how this also works on a very complex background. We have this guy right here, and in the background we have some graffiti. So it's a little bit harder to do for Photoshop. But even here, it does a good job, I think. If you compare it to the original, you can't really notice it anymore. So if you wouldn't know that there was a guy in front of the wall, you simply wouldn't notice that something is missing. So important is this contextual text bar. Once again, you can open it by right-clicking here, outside of your canvas, or just go to Window, and right there at the bottom, contextual text bar. I hope this video was helpful. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.